Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel I share all things about homeschool. I haven't made a video in quite some time. We started our school year and we've been just busy doing all our subjects and just kind of immersing ourselves in the school year and getting prepared now for our break for Christmas. So I thought that it would be a good time to just put a video on my channel just to get some content on here. So during this time of year, we usually are wrapping up certain things or just kind of trying to put a decent stop on our subjects so that when we pick it up again after Christmas, it feels kind of new and nothing feels like it's left undone from the weeks that we've had previous. If that makes sense, it's not like we're ending any curriculum, but we're just stopping at a point where if we picked it up a few weeks later, then it wouldn't be terrible. It would be something new and fresh. It wouldn't be in the middle of a chapter or a project, something like that. So anyway, this little area that I have here is currently in our schoolroom. This is just a dresser here. This is an old dresser that my daughters had in their bedroom when they were babies, and so this came down and it's in the schoolroom right now, but it's in front of our whiteboard. Because we have a smaller space that we live in, our tree is currently in the space where this is, well, it used to be, I should say, and so this got moved in here. So it's blocking where I usually put our date, and we use this whiteboard quite a bit. But like I said, because this is kind of our free time coming up, it's okay that it's blocked. We don't really need it not to be. And my kids put some really cute drawings and things up there, so it makes it nice and bright and cheery. Over here to the right, I have these stacked bins that I got from the Dollar Tree. There I usually keep pens, pencils, colored pencils, markers, crayons, like skinny markers, fat markers, different kinds of colored pencils. If they're doing a project and they have like little beads or something, they're usually housed in one of those for a short time until they finish the project. These butterflies here are from our BJU science unit. We learned about the butterfly life cycle, which we had already learned in the past because in the spring we get butterflies, but it was just in this chapter that we just read. So we did this little project with egg cartons and some paper butterfly wings. We just talked about that, and the kids like to display their butterflies there. I just take them down when we need anything. We put them on the counter in the other room. I usually keep my planner here. I keep some pens for myself here. And then this is just a caddy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a caddy that holds pencils, some markers that I can easily just put on my son's desk when I want him to have just a few and not like the entire bin of markers. I just put a few that he needs. Maybe if he needs a pencil and a glue stick and some scissors, I just have everything right there where he can grab and he can know that that's just for him. Otherwise, I just put them in these bigger bins here. There's also these teeny little pencils here that he uses for his handwriting. I really like these because they're small. They're for little hands and little grips, and these are the Handwriting Without Tear pencils that you can get off their Learning Without Tears website. So like I said, this is just my planner. I just open it up to the day we're on when we do school. And here is my morning basket. I don't call it the morning basket actually. It's just our group subject basket. And this is just a wire basket that I purchased. I think it was Marshall's back when there was a Marshall's. So this is many years old. And this is a really nice like kind of canvas burlap type material. And these unsnap and they're really easy to wash and then just put right back on. And these save the books from getting ruined from being on the wire down here. So what's in the basket? Okay, I guess first I'll start with the Read Aloud Revival book list. So this list is a free printable that you can get off of their website, and this list does pretty much everything that I try to do but can't. It organizes books by title and author, and it goes by the months. So this starts in July, and it goes all the way to January. So every month there's a list of books related to the season, the time of year, and you can get the books. You can buy them if you want, or you can do what I do, which is just go to the library and request them. There are a lot of books. Like for December, for example, there are a lot of books. They're 2 pages worth. So I slowly just pick the books that I know will interest my children, and I request them, and then I pick them up, and then we read them throughout the month. I try not to get too many books from the same genre, especially during the holidays, because that wouldn't be very nice. I mean, there's so many people in my community that probably want to get books on, Christmas or the holidays. And so I try to get like no more than like 6 books at a time. We read them throughout the month, return them, and then go and get the next 6 books, if they're available, of course. And then we just do that throughout the month, and we read them, and it's a lot of fun. The kids really enjoy reading books that are themed for that month. What else do I have in here? So I also have these CDs. We listen to hymns, and we also do Bible. So this is My Father's World. Not My Father's World, I'm sorry. A Father's Care, Bible Truths from BJU. And this goes with our curriculum. So we listen to the hymns when we need to. Let's see. And I also have in here our scripture that we do for each unit. There's certain scriptures that we memorize, and I put this up on a little board that we have when we're doing this unit, and I use the Charlotte Mason daily scripture memorization cards, and I just put all the scripture in that way. That's how we're building up our scripture through BJU. So that is in there for memorization. We also have our children's songs for our Bible study guide for all ages. The other CD I have is the States and Capitals song CD. This is really awesome. Let's see if I can find. So it comes in a package like this. And I bought this from Rainbow Resources. So we have a map on the wall, this state, country map, and then we also have the world map. So what we do is we put in the CD. It's a really fun song. It's very catchy, and it goes all around the states, and it goes by region. And there's a catchy tune for the states, and that's how we learn the states. So I really highly recommend this. It's so much fun, and the states and capitals really stick when you're singing them. So that has been fun for geography. So we have that in there. We just finished up Charlotte's Web, and we are on to Stuart Little as our read aloud. So we're really enjoying that so far. I have in here our coin cup, and the way I use this coin cup is with this money song printable. And I forget whose website or blog I got this from. I wish I could remember. But I think if you just Google money song printable, I think something like this would come up. But what we do for coin recognition, especially for my 4-year-old, is we sing the song. I give them each, a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. And then I'll sing the song, and then they have to pick it up. And then just show me which one I'm talking about, which one is a penny. Or I'll switch it up once they figure that out, and say which one is worth 1 cent, and they have to hold that up once we sing it. So this is kind of for me, but at first this is for them to just kind of recognize the coins. My daughters already know the coins, but this is more for my son, but they like to participate too. So this is a fun way to get them to recognize their coins. I also have the hymns that we use for Bible. Each one of my daughters get one of these, and my son just kind of sits with me We do have our shapes printable that I laminated, and we just go through these during morning time. I have the months and the seasons on these laminated sheets, and we sing a song and we go through all of those. These used to be on the wall, but I needed the wall space for something else, so I took them off and we just use them as kind of like big flashcards. Let's see. So that's the hymns. I also have this little printable here. It's called Give Me 5, and this is helpful for the children to learn how to sit still and just to know what's expected of them. So if they can give me 5, that means that their eyes are on me, their ears are listening, their body is still, their hands are free, and their mouths are quiet, and then we can begin. So anytime I put up my hand, I say give me 5, they know that these are the things that are expected of them. You can display this and until they kind of understand what the Give Me 5 is all about. But this is a nice way, especially for a little toddler, to really learn what's expected of them when they're during a group activity or just sitting to listen for directions, things like that. That's very helpful. I just have a little reader. We're learning about sea creatures, and we read about different creatures. This is our big book of 5-minute devotions, which we just love and just seem to keep going through over and over again. So that stays in there. This is a book about how the Bible came to us. I haven't really utilized this book yet, but I put it here so that I can pull it out during Bible if we need to reference something. So this goes with our geography. It's just America's 50 states. I also have how to make a cherry pie and see the USA. Just another reader about the 50 states. I already showed you this, the states and capitals. I have our American history that we use, early American history by Beautiful Feet Books, which we are really enjoying. And we are currently on Columbus. We did take a break from this because of the holiday, and we had done quite a bit with the Vikings, and we just loved it so much. We just kept going and learning all about Vikings, the long ships and things, and how they lived. And so after that was kind of Thanksgiving, and then we did the Pilgrims, and we did a trip to Pilgrim Plantation, and we just did so many things learning about the Wampanoag Indians that we kind of did that portion of history just because it was in time for Thanksgiving and when we normally would do those things, that this kind of took a back burner, but it'll come back to us after the holiday. Get back on track with that. This is a book I put in here, language lessons for today. It's basically a read aloud. I wouldn't say it's a read aloud. I guess you can read it out loud, and that's what I do. It doesn't require any writing, and so you can just do a language lesson by just pulling this out and just asking questions. For example, it kind of goes with the one before. So there's picture studies, and they show you like a picture of a squirrel, for example. Then you just talk about what's in the picture and what do you see and things like that. So that's kind of fun. I enjoy doing that, and everyone can participate in that. This goes with our history. This is our science. It stays in here because we do this as a group. This is just the little textbook that they share, and then my teacher's guide. And here is my Bible Truths for first grade that we all do together. We're really enjoying everything this year that we are doing. And this, again, is just everything we do as a group. And then, of course, everybody has their individual studies, like math, reading, language, things like that. But anyway, guys, I hope this was kind of a fun look at what we have, and maybe I shared some resources that you would like to look into. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.